Have you ever wanted to attach two pieces of clear acrylic and do it in a way that doesn't require glue or any kind of adhesive because you don't want it to show through the project? You know, kind of like I did right here with this beautiful ornament where you can't see any adhesive at all. Doesn't it look amazing? Well, I have a method that I think is going to help some of you with some of your projects, and I can't wait to show you. So are you ready? Let's go. Hey maker, Emily here, otherwise known as That Mom with a Laser, and on this channel we make all the lasered things and beyond. And today I am working on a special gift for a very special friend of mine. It's the busy season, okay? I don't know where I have time to do this, but you know, I still have friends that I want to give gifts to also. And I've been wanting to share this method with my laser friends for quite some time, and I figured it was time to go ahead and do it. So if you've ever tried to attach clear acrylic to another piece of clear acrylic, it's not an easy ordeal. And this method that I'm about to teach you, it will work with simple shapes like circles and squares, rectangles, and things like that. I can't wait to show you how to do it. Now, the file is super simple. It's just 2 circles, but if you want the file, I will provide it for you. Just click on the link below and I'll send it over to you. And with that, let's get started. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna cut our ornament outline, and it's just gonna be a circle with, this is a 4-inch circle with a 1/4-inch circle. So I already got this process started here. I'm gonna cut the other one, and then we'll go ahead and assemble our ornament. Alright, that's it. Easy peasy. I had nice slow speed so I can get smooth edges, although it really doesn't matter because we're going to cover our edges with this project. So you don't have to be too picky about having smooth edges on your acrylic. Alright, it's time for the fun part. So here are all the materials that I'm going to be using. I've got some Mod Podge, some pressed flowers. You can get these off of Amazon, or you can make your own pressed flowers. I have some adorable flower presses available in my shop as digital downloads, but for something quick and easy, I just went ahead and got these on Amazon. And I'm going to be making this for somebody who loves the color blue, so I'm trying to get my bluish flowers for this ornament. Then I have some 1/4-inch foil tape, my acrylic blanks, some Gorilla Tape, specifically Gorilla Tape for removing the masking tape. Then I have a little set of pressed flower tweezers. It just makes handling the pressed flowers so much easier. A squeegee, some clips if I need them. I just like to have them close by. And this is a rubber paintbrush, but any paintbrush will do. This is just going to help me put the Mod Podge down, and then I don't have to fiddle too much with cleaning it off of a brush. Okay, so I'm gonna set everything aside, and the fun part and the challenging part is figuring out where you wanna lay your flowers and making sure you have enough room for the name, because you don't want the name also to like hide the floral artwork. So you kind of want to make it all work together. So I'm going to clear this out, and I'm going to start working on placing my flowers where I want them. Okay, so I'm going to start with my flowers, and I love these. These are really pretty. These are nice and blue. So I'm going to start with those. Okay, so I've been looking around at my different blue flowers, and I have these that I think are lovely. They're a little bigger, which is good because I want to, if I can use 2 flowers, I will. So I'm going to use these larger ones here. And then, like, see how there's like a space here and there's maybe like a petal missing? Okay, so what I'm gonna try to do is layer my smaller ones that I have right here, kind of like that, so you don't see that little opening there. Although, I mean, it doesn't really matter, but it bothers me, so I want to cover it. And then kind of like that. And that's looking super cute. So now what I like to do is I like to take the name and lay it in the middle so I can kind of eyeball where I need to place the rest of it. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my name. Actually, before I do that, I have to decide which acrylic do I want to use. And I have 3 different ones that I have in the shop right now at this moment. And I've got to try and match it as best as I can. And this is hard for me because I always want pastels. But I'm making this for somebody who loves the color blue. And like more darker than pinkish. I mean, you know, pastelish. What do I do? I think I like this one. Right here. What do you think? I think I'm going to go that route. All right, let me go cut it. I might end up going with a darker color, but we'll give it a try. Okay, so I have my name cut out. And see, I already know I mean, it's okay if it overlaps it. But see, now it's going to help me really know how I want to place my flowers. So now I'm going to play with the, you know, the outer edge, this area, and then we'll glue it all together. Oh, I love that. Beautiful. Okay, now it's time to make it all stick. All right, so I'm going to take my Mod Podge now and basically very carefully I'm going to lift my flowers and add some glue to the back to them because I just find that it helps keep everything in place as I'm trying to glue it together. So I'll start with my easiest one right here. I'm going to get a little bit of glue. Just like that, nothing too crazy. Just enough to make sure it sticks. And help it basically stay put while I attach the foil tape. Okay, and if I don't lay it down perfectly, then I just come in here with my scissors and I snip off any excess. Just like that. And then for the overlapping ones, I prefer to put the glue kind of on the flower it's going to overlap. Because the Mod Podge, it's pretty clear. You won't really see it on the back, but I want to try it as much as I try to hide it as much as I can. Oh my gosh, you know, for a girl who always loves everything pink, this has turned out absolutely precious. I love it. Okay, now I'm going to remove the name and get ready to do the hard part. Okay, so I'm going to use my duct tape again. Sorry, Gorilla Tape. And now I'm going to take off all of the masking tape. Oh, if I can get this to peel off. Come on. There we go. Okay. And of course, once I take off all of the masking tape, I'm gonna do my best not to touch it with my fingers, which can be very hard to do. Whoa, look at that, it looks so good already. Okay, now I'm going to sandwich. You see how the flowers kind of pull up? So that's why I like the glue. Hopefully you can, let me see if I can get you guys closer. Okay, so see how the flowers kind of, they come up a little bit. So that's why having the glue helps to keep it all together. Okay, so this next step, you don't necessarily have to do it this way, but I find that I don't know, it just helps me. So you might be better at winging it. Me, not so much. So I'm gonna clamp it on the top intentionally, and when I begin, I'm gonna begin down here at the bottom because I want the seam not to be shown, and it will be seen on the top if I start at the top. So I'm going to use my clamps to help hold it nice and tight together, and as I start to apply the tape, I will peel off my little clamps. And then you definitely want to make sure that you keep your center hole together. I'm going to clamp it up. And these are just dollar store clamps. I'm making sure I'm not clamping in the way of the center, you know, because that's where I need to begin. I'm just going to have to hold it down really strong as I start to put the tape down. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty already. Okay, hold on. Let's start here with my foil tape. Now, if you've never worked with this before, I like to start with a new strip. So I cut off the end there. And one side peels off just like you would with you know, any kind of most adhesive things, right? And I like to peel this off as I go. It just helps me keep it a little cleaner when I apply it. Okay? So I'm gonna do my best to do this well, even though I have cameras in the way of it all. Okay, so I'm gonna find my center and hold it together and put it down just like that. See, so this is a 1/4 inch. I've got 2/8 inches, 2 pieces of eighth of an inch. There's a little hangs over, but it's not a big deal. Okay? And then I'm going to slowly peel off and go around the edge. Just like that. And try to make it nice and tight and smooth as I go. And see, I'm gonna hold it here also with my fingers because it wants to come apart when I take off my little, you know, my little supports. And we're coming up on the end here. Oh my goodness, it's just gorgeous. I love it. And then I'm gonna take my scissors. Whoop. Try to cut it right where the seam is. If you go over, it's not a big deal. Okay. Ah, ta-da! Isn't that awesome? Okay, and then I'm gonna take my squeegee and I'm going to definitely press it as best as I can. And I tell you what, this method, that's it. You don't have to glue anything else, okay? I have made, I kind of discovered or, you know, came across how to do this little project of mine several years ago. And the ornaments that I made as gifts for my friends are still holding up beautifully. And this is all I did. Whoop! Isn't that gorgeous? And we're not even done. Okay, so I couldn't decide which color I wanted, so I did cut 2. Because then I feel like if I see it, then I'll know better. Okay, and as you saw me do earlier, I don't score the name on for placement because I feel like it would mess everything up. So this is with like a pastel-y blue. I think it looks better in person than it does on camera, to be honest. Let's try the other one. This is darker blue. I'll come back. Oh, I think I like the darker blue. Darker blue it is. Okay, so now I'm just going to remove the adhesive. And I'm going to wipe this down and make sure it's nice and clean because I feel like I got some fingerprints on it. I'm just using a lint-free cloth. Like so. And here we go. I'm just going to eyeball it. It doesn't have to be perfect. And for those of you with OCD, I'm sorry. Hold on. And there we go. Oh my goodness. How freaking cute. No, it's just precious. I love it. Oh my goodness. Okay, now we'll top it off with... I don't know that that's the right blue there. I've got some other. Or I might just go with white. Might be too much blue, right? Hold on. What do you think? Shimmery blue or just a delicate white? I think I'll go with white. There we go. It's stunning. So here's the back. You can see, you can barely see any glue. It really doesn't matter. And there's the front. And we used no adhesive with the exception of, you know, attaching the name to the acrylic. But I just love it. It looks seamless. It's gorgeous. And I hope you guys, I hope you guys love it too. Well, my friends, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. If you end up making one of these yourself, please tag me. I love to see the projects that you guys make from the tutorials that I'm putting out there into the world. I'm wishing you guys a very happy holiday season, a very happy Merry Christmas, and I can't wait to see you here on the channel. If you're not subscribed, please, what are you doing? Go ahead and subscribe. Don't miss out on all the mom awesomeness that happens here. And with that, guys, I'll see you guys here soon over at That Mom with a Laser. Bye, guys.